All right, what up, y'all? So the internet is in a frenzy once again. I listen. It happens almost every week. Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Rollins will be the main event for WrestleMania 41, night one, assuming that Cody and Cena is main event for night two. And there's people who are angry about it. Which, listen, I think we all saw this coming. There's two triple threats happening. Some people were on the side of Bianca, Io, and Rhea getting it. Other people were on the side of Roman, Rollins, and Punk getting it. I don't know if this is controversial to say, but I saw points for both of them. You feel me? I tried my best to be 50-50 on this because you have Rhea, Bianca, and Io, who I think their story, as its story, is not very good, but they have a lot of star power. And I think the match quality is going to be there. So why wouldn't they main event? And they're fighting for something. They're fighting for a championship. So that's kind of obvious, you know? But then you go over to Roman Reigns, who's one of the biggest stars in wrestling today, CM Punk, who another one of the biggest stars in wrestling today, and Seth Rollins, who's another one of the biggest stars in wrestling today. They're not really fighting for anything. They're more so fighting for the story, but their story isn't that good either. So it's like, it's tough, you know? It doesn't matter which one they picked. There was going to be anger, you know what I'm saying? Some people were on the side of, okay, but the women deserve the main event, which they absolutely do. Which my first question comes from like, okay, what do the women have to do to main event a show? You feel me? But then you got to go to the other side of it and think about what they're trying to do for CM Punk. CM Punk came back. As soon as he came back, I think a lot of us should have known that is partially in his contract or just verbally that he wants to main event WrestleMania at some point before he retires. He never shut up about it, you know. So I really do think that was a part of his contract when he signed. So at that point, you had to make a decision. And Triple H already said that. I think it was the post conference for Chamber that whatever story is bigger and better, that's going to be the main event. So as soon as he said that, I was like, oh, okay, Roman's going to get it. Punk, that's going to be it, you know. And that was before we even knew that match was really happening, but they were just starting to allude to it, you know what I'm saying? We weren't really all the way there yet. But it's just like, I figured there was going to be anger, you know what I'm saying? Because I understand the anger, you know what I'm saying? People who are angry that this match is main eventing, I don't think they're wrong. I just think that Triple H was telling us, you know, that he was going to do something like this. So for me, it was like, oh, okay. It's disappointing always because I love Bianca, I love Io, I love Rhea, you know. My only criticism of that story is just the fact that they had Rhea on a good character arc after she lost to Io, of like blaming herself, and then she just turned into like a whiny version of herself, which has completely destroyed Rhea's part in this story. So when you have that and you see the general opinion around Rhea Ripley starting to trickle downhill, I think Triple H is chronically online and he sees that. So he was like, oh, okay, we may have made a decision here that wasn't good. So instead of reversing Rhea's character, let's just move the match somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? But then you have Jey Uso and Gunther, which Jey Uso's name is Main Event Jey Uso. And he's damn near never in the main event. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what about that? So all of this stuff is really just, I feel it's poor planning from creative. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I don't really think there's a wrong answer, because it didn't matter which one they picked. Someone was going to be mad, you know? If they went out there tonight and said that the women were going to main event, all the CM Punk fans and the Roman and the Bloodline fans and the Rollins fans will be pissed. They would. They will be the ones on the internet voicing their opinions, cursing out Triple H. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it was like, all right, it don't matter which one he does. He's going to get yelled at either way. So we just got to wait until he picks. You know what I'm saying? And I couldn't imagine them having Roman Reigns and CM Punk in one match and not having the main event. Rollins was different. I feel like Rollins fits anywhere else. We all know that Roman either opens or closes at this point in his career. So as soon, really take Punk out of it. Roman being in the match, that should have told you everything you need to know. Because Roman, by stature, is a bigger star than all 6 people combined. It's not something that I like, but that's just the way it is. And I think people get their feelings into it a lot, and they allow themselves to get so angry about things that the company has told you they're going to do. You know what I'm saying? And listen, I do it too. I do it all the time. I always get angry about stuff that the company says they're going to do, and then they do it, and I'm like, why would you do that? You feel me? But again, people who are on the side of the women, you're not wrong. I'm on the side of I think the women should get a main event, especially a match of this stature with 3 of the biggest women superstars, and they're fighting for actual championship. You know what I'm saying? But when you just look at everyone on paper, Roman Reigns sticks out. He does. It's not. None of us can fix it. You know what I'm saying? None of us can change it. Or I'll say that. You know what I'm saying? We can yell, scream, pout. It doesn't matter. None of us can change the fact that they've made Roman Reigns this. So Roman being that piece, he's always going to rise up. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as I realized that, I was like, oh, wait, no. Roman's here. Then he's opening or closing. He's probably not opening because they're probably going to have Jay open because they want the show to start off with Yeet. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, I understand the frustration. You know, I understand the anger because it is really confusing on why there's not, like, Roman Reigns has 10 WrestleMania main events. 10 alone. And Rhea, Bianca, and Io, I think they combined for 1. And that's the one where Bianca fought Mercedes. What was that, 36, 37? One of them. You know what I'm saying? That was 5-6 years ago. Mercedes not even in the company anymore. You know what I'm saying? So I do understand the people who are like, what do the women have to do to get a main event? And it's like, the women don't have to do anything. Creative has to do it. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing the women can do because all they're doing is what they're told. Creative has to make a story that prioritizes itself more than the men. But they're not going to, because the biggest star in the company is a man. You know? Again, and listen, if that makes you angry, cool, but you being angry about it doesn't change it. And I'm trying to get myself out of, like, all right, if there's something happening and I can't change it, what are you getting mad for? No one else is mad. You're just mad. You're making yourself feel bad about something that you can't change. You can not watch it, I guess, but now you're punishing yourself for something you didn't do. You know what I'm saying? So you're allowed to voice your frustrations. You're allowed to say this is wrong. If you feel that's wrong, then it's wrong to you. That's cool. But at the same time, you have to realize, hey, this company has told you every step of the way. All the time. They always do it. It may not go the way you may want it to go. It almost never goes the way I want it to go, especially this era of wrestling, you know what I'm saying? But there's nothing I can do to fix it. I can't change that. So you really just got to deal with it, or you don't. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the way I've seen it, you know? I think even there's a lot of stories this year with WrestleMania 41 that just aren't very good. The only one that I'm super invested in is Cody and Cena, and that's because Cena turned heel, and none of us expected that. You know what I'm saying? But Jay and Gunther's story, trash. This whole both triple threat stories could be better. Tiffany and Charlotte, terrible. Damian and Drew, they're trying to make me care. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they're doing with LA Knight. I feel like we're getting multiple multi-person matches because they don't know how to write a story. I don't know how we go from WrestleMania 39 and half of WrestleMania 40's booking to this. It's just extremely inconsistent. You feel me? And to have something that was so great as the ending of Elimination Chamber, all the way to WrestleMania 41 coming, and there's all these stories that are here, but they're not very good. And now we're arguing over 2 triple threat matches, which really could have been broken up into like 4 one-on-one matches. You know what I'm saying? I can make a case that both of these triple threats don't need to happen, but they are. And once people realize that, hey, that Roman Reigns guy, he's probably going to be prioritized over everything else. And if everyone saw that, then I don't understand the anger. If you know what Roman Reigns is, and you know that he always does this one thing, what are you getting mad about? You can be frustrated. That's cool. You're allowed to feel, but allow yourself to like, okay, I can't do anything about this. You know what I'm saying? This is the way the company runs. The company's always going to run this way. It may not be Roman. When Roman retires, it'll be somebody else. And unfortunately, 9 times out of 10, they're going to put a male over the females. That's what they do all the time. I don't like it, but I can't fix it. All we can do is use our words and hope that they listen. But guess what? They're stuck in their way. The WWE, this is their way. And if you've been watching for a long time, or if you watch for a short time, you understand that's their way. I didn't say it was the right way. I just said it's their way. Now, if you don't want to go that way, listen, the remote's right in front of you. You can change it. You can not watch Wrestlemania. You have your social media pages. You can explain and express yourself as much as you want. And I hope you have people that will have a healthy conversation with you about it. But in this company right here, they have a set way of doing things. And no matter who is in charge, especially people who are still in that McMahon family, which Triple H is a part of still, married in or not, they're going to do things a certain way. And unfortunately, it's at the expense of Rhea, Bianca, and Io, which, again, could have had a better story, and there's nothing they could do about it. Creative is the reason why the story is bad. And creative made that story that way because they didn't want it to overshadow the fact that Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Rollins were having this match. Because they already knew. Triple H already knew what was going to main event. I already knew. You know what I'm saying? So, I think that's just the way it is. But y'all let me know how you guys feel about it, man. Again, you're allowed to express your feelings always, you know what I'm saying? On your platform or wherever you are, you're allowed to express yourself. But allow yourself to be like, okay, think about this for a second. You know what I'm saying? We know what company this is. So don't get mad at the company for doing what the company always does. If you want to make any efforts you can to make a healthy change to it, try. I can't confirm that it's going to work out for you because this company, again, is set in its way. And they're making too much money now to give a damn about what any Twitter user, YouTube, what I have to say. You don't matter. I'm sorry. That's just the reality of it. They say they listen to the fans, but they also listen to the people up top. And the people up top are like, okay, who brings in the most money? Oh, Roman Reigns? Okay, him. Go. That's it. Again, I don't like it, but that's just the way it is. It's unfortunate. I do feel for Rhea, Bianca, and Io. To me, it's very deserving. If they gave it to them, that would have been even better to me. Because at least they're fighting for something. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't get my hopes up. Because I know what this company does. So it is what it is, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? But only thing Rhea, Bianca, and Io can do now is have the better match, which I do feel like they're going to. Main event or not, I'm more worried about who has the better match. I don't care who comes on first, who comes on last. It really doesn't matter. Who has the better match? And I definitely believe that Rhea, Io, and Bianca will outperform Roman, Punk, and Rollins. No doubt in my mind. So we'll see what happens, though. Y'all leave your comments down below. Stay safe, drink water. I love y'all, and I will see you next video, man.